Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel where we dive deep into the world's most gripping tales of adventure, survival, and the human spirit. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on stories that will keep you on the edge of your seat. Today we're talking about one of the most heartbreaking chapters in mountaineering history, Yasuko Namba and her tragic fight for life during the 1996 Mount Everest disaster. Imagine reaching the top of the world, only to face a storm that turns triumph into terror. This is her story, a tale of ambition, endurance, and the razor-thin line between life and death. Buckle up, it's going to be an emotional ride. Picture this, it's the early 1990s, and in the bustling streets of Tokyo, a woman named Yasuko Namba is shattering glass ceilings in a male-dominated world. Born in 1949 in Saitama, Japan, Yasuko Think about it. From the icy slopes of Antarctica's Vinson Massif to the rugged heights of Africa's Kilimanjaro, Yasuko ticked them off one by one. By 1996, she'd already summited 6, making her the oldest woman to do so at the time. She was tough, determined, and unapologetically ambitious. In a world where women were often sidelined, Yasuko proved that age and gender were no barriers. She trained rigorously, pushing her body to limits most of us can't imagine. Her husband, Kenichi, supported her dreams, even as she juggled a demanding job and these epic quests. But why Everest? For Yasuko, it was the crown jewel. Summiting the world's highest mountain at 29,029 feet would complete her 7 summits and etch her name in history as only the second Japanese woman to achieve it. Little did she know, this pursuit would lead to one of the deadliest days on the mountain. As we head into the expedition, remember, Everest isn't just a climb. It's a test of everything you are. Fast forward to spring 1996. The base camp at Everest is buzzing like a frontier town in the Wild West. Tents everywhere, Sherpas hauling gear, and climbers from all over the world chasing glory. Yasuko joins the adventure consultants team, led by the legendary Rob Hall, a New Zealander who turned guiding on Everest into a science. Hall's outfit was top-notch, experienced guides, oxygen tanks, and a no-nonsense approach. The team included folks like Doug Hansen, a postal worker from Seattle chasing his second shot at the summit, Beck Weathers, a tough-as-nails pathologist from Texas, and John Krakauer, the journalist whose book In a Thin Air would later immortalize the tragedy. Yasuko arrived prepared. At 47, she was one of the older climbers, but her resume spoke volumes. She paid the hefty $65,000 fee, about $120,000 in today's dollars, for Hall's expertise. The plan was straightforward: acclimatize over weeks, make stage ascents to higher camps, and wait for a weather wind. There was competition from Scott Fisher's Mountain Madness team, another commercial outfit camp nearby. Fisher, a charismatic American guy, crowds were thicker than ever, with over 30 climbers vying for the summit on the same day. Hall emphasized the turnaround time. If you weren't at the top by 2 p.m., you headed down, no exceptions. It was a rule born from hard lessons, but as we'll see, even rules bend in the death zone. The ascent began in earnest on May 6th. The team pushed from base camp at 17,600 feet up the Khumbu Icefall, a treacherous maze of crevasses and seracs that could collapse at any moment. Yasuko moved steadily, her small frame belying her strength. By May 9th, they were at Camp 4 on the South Col at 26,000 summit day. The team sets out at midnight under a starry sky, headlamps bobbing like fireflies. Yasuko clips into the fixed ropes, her crampons crunching on the frozen snow. The wind howls, but the weather holds for now. They climb through the night, passing the balcony at 27,600 feet, where the first under 100 pounds, and the altitude hits her hard. She relies on supplemental oxygen, but even that can't fully combat the hypoxia. Hall urges her on, knowing her determination. By midday, the team reaches the Hillary Step, a near-vertical rock face named after Edmund Hillary. It's a bottleneck, and with so many climbers, delays pile up. Hall's 2 p.m. turnaround time comes and goes, but they're close. Pushing the limit, Yasuko summits around 3:30 p.m. Can you imagine the elation? Standing on the roof of the world, prayer flags fluttering, the view stretching to infinity. Yasuko plants her flag, snaps photos, and radios down. Mission accomplished. She's done it. The 7 summit's complete. For a brief moment, triumph overshadows the exhaustion. But Everest summit is only barrels in from the Bay of Bengal. Winds gust to 70 miles per hour, temperatures plummet to minus 40 degrees Fahrenheit. Visibility drops to 0. The disaster unfolds in slow motion. Rob Hall stays behind with Doug Hansen, who's collapsing. Scott Fisher from the other team is faltering higher up. Off balance. They huddle in a group, but disorientation sets in. Yasuko, without her oxygen mask properly secured in the chaos, starts hallucinating. Her small size makes her vulnerable to the cold. Hypothermia creeps in fast. The group loses the trail, wandering onto the storm rages. Yasuko's group fragments. Beck weathers, blinded by corneal damage, veers off and collapses in the snow, presumed dead. Mike Groom fights to keep the others together, but Yasuko is fading. She's hypothermic, her core temperature dropping dangerously. In the death zone, your body shuts down, muscles seize, judgment fails, and the will to live battles sheer exhaustion. Yasuko doesn't give up easily. Witnesses later recounted her determination. She crawled on hands and knees, chaos reigns below. Anatoly Bukreev, a guide from Fisher's team, mounts a heroic rescue. In zero visibility, he ventures out multiple times, saving lives like Sandy Pittman and Charlotte Fox. But comes to edema. Yasuko's story highlights the vulnerability of even the strongest climbers. Her light build, while an asset in some ways, made her susceptible to cold. Yet, her attempt to survive inspires. She didn't quit. The mountain took her. In the aftermath, the world reels. Headlines scream from New York to Tokyo. Everest claims elite climbers. Yasuko's body is recovered weeks later, a somber task for Sherpas. Her husband, Kenichi, mourns a woman who lived life on her terms. Funerals follow, and the climbing community soul searches. John Krakauer's Into Thin Air becomes a bestseller, turning the disaster into a cautionary tale. Hollywood adapts it into films like Everest 2015, where Yasuko's role underscores the human cost. Yasuko's legacy endures. She's remembered not just for her death, but her life, a corporate warrior who inspired women worldwide. In Japan, she's a symbol of perseverance, Gamburu, the spirit to endure. For Americans, her story echoes our love of underdogs and dream chasers. Think Amelia Earhart or Sally Ride. Yasuko was their mountaineering counterpart. Lessons abound. The 1996 disaster sparked reforms, better weather forecasting, stricter client screening, and emphasis on turnaround times. Commercial climbing boomed, but with safeguards. Today, Everest sees hundreds summit annually, but risks remain. Over 300 have died since. Yasuko's tragic survival attempt reminds us, adventure has a price. Pursue dreams, but respect nature's fury. Her story isn't just tragedy, it's a call to live boldly, knowing the edge is sharp. If this tale of groundbreaking courage, relentless pursuit, and haunting mystery moved you, smash that like button, subscribe for more true survival and adventure stories, and comment below. Would you push for one more summit if it meant risking everything? Let's discuss.